be showing you how to make sweet potato casserole. It's a simple recipe. Comes out very delicious. The kids love it. Family loves it. So here we go. We're gonna start out. You're gonna need 4 sweet potatoes, stick of unsalted butter, light brown sugar, salt, ground cinnamon, pure vanilla extract. I don't like the imitation. I get the pure stuff. It's the better. Comes out better. All-purpose flour, granulated sugar, eggs, milk, whole milk, and that's about it. All the measurements will be in the description. I just rinsed and scrubbed the sweet potatoes. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna peel them. You're gonna peel all the skin off. You're gonna do that for all 4 of your sweet potatoes. When you cut your sweet potatoes, you're gonna wanna make sure you cut them into 1-inch cubes so that when you boil them, they all cook evenly. So you want them as close as possible to be in the same size.
Cut them in half.
Cut them like that. Put them together, cut them in half. Okay? These are gonna be the size I go with. Okay? And you're gonna do that for every one of them. This is what you're gonna end up with. Add your sweet potatoes to a big pot. You're gonna fill it up with water till it's about 1 inch past the top of the sweet potatoes. Like so. You're gonna put your pot on the stove. You're gonna add a teaspoon of salt. So a teaspoon there. And you're gonna set it on high until it comes to a boil. Now that it started boiling, you're gonna lower the temperature down to a low. And you're gonna let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes until these become fork tender. So 15 minutes, come back and check it. If not, give it another 5 minutes. So it's been 15 minutes now. And as you can see, they're nice and soft. You're gonna pour your sweet potatoes in the strainer. Drain all the water out. And then you're gonna add it to a large bowl, okay? That gives you plenty of room because you're gonna add more stuff to this right now. Now you could do this with a hand mixer if you have one. If you don't have a hand mixer, you could do it with a potato masher, which is the way I'm gonna do it right now. Take your potato masher and just start mashing it up as good as you can. Get out the large chunks. If you have a hand mixer, use that because it will make this process a whole lot easier. But it can be done with a potato masher. You're gonna add a whole stick of butter to this. You're gonna add 1 ingredient at a time and mix it in thoroughly before you add the next one. So 1 whole stick of butter.
You're gonna smash it in and mix it around.
You're gonna add 3/4 cup of sugar and mix it up.
Mix it real good.
You're gonna take 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You're gonna take 1½ teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Half. 1. Half. You're gonna mix that in real good.
cinnamon. That's such a good smell and aroma. Plus the vanilla. Mix it in good.
Next, you're gonna add your 2 eggs. No shell. So, I'm gonna mix these in real good.
It's gonna become very silky. I smell the sweetness already. It really gets better when you see what I put on top. Get down to the bottom.
Now you're adding a 1/4 cup to a 1/3 cup of milk. You're gonna wanna add a little at a time and mix it so it blends real good.
This will look like silk. That's it. At the bottom, mix it thoroughly.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a full 1/3 of a cup of milk. That's the consistency you're gonna look for. Stop it. You're gonna take some butter on a clean napkin and you're gonna butter your casserole dish, the bottom and the sides, so nothing sticks to it.
You're gonna do the bottom and the sides, that's it. Nothing crazy.
Or if you have pan cooking spray or non-stick spray, you could do that as well, but I like using pure butter. Who knows what chemicals they put in them cooking sprays. Get the very top because it will come to the top when you put in the casserole. Take your prepared baking dish, casserole dish, 9 by 13, and you're gonna add this to it. You're gonna smooth this out. You want it as smooth as possible. Just like that. You're gonna add your brown sugar. And you're gonna add your flour. Like I said, in the description I have all the measurements. And you're gonna combine these two very well.
Just like that, see?
Now I cubed the butter. You're gonna add that in. And you're gonna use the back of a fork and you're gonna mash it in until it's combined and it's nice and crumbly. Use your hand to combine it because it works better than the fork. You want it to look crumbly, almost like wet sand, okay? You're gonna take your casserole, put it here. Using your hand, you're gonna sprinkle it. You're gonna sprinkle it on top.
You get it covered full completely. Cover it as best as you can.
Okay, so this is what you're gonna end up with here. You're gonna put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes, okay? I'll show you when it's all done. This is what you're gonna end up with. Ready to serve as a dessert or as a side dish. Questions, comments, leave them below. I get back to everyone. Let me know how you make out with your sweet potato casserole. Take care.